Good afternoon or good morning, everybody. Let's do some guided practice of when we add two mixed numbers together. Let's look at this problem and see what's happening. For Halloween, Maria received 5 2/4 pounds of candy in the first hour and another 5 6/8 pounds of candy in the second hour. How much candy did she get total? First of all, this is who I need to go trick-or-treating with because she knows where all the candy is. Secondly, we want to find the total of how much candy she got. So what I'm going to do is think, wait, total. Oh, yeah, I add them together. So I'm going to add 5 2/4. 2/4 is equivalent to what again? That's right, 1/2. And then 5 6/8. I'm going to add those two together. Give me a little room here, so I'm going to hide you. Okay, and the first thing I notice is I have two different denominators. And like we always say, a good rule of thumb is to see which is the largest denominator. So I look at my fractions. I got 2/4 and 6/8, and I'm going to go with 8 is my biggest denominator. So to the side, I write 5 6/8. Then I have on the top, I'm going to write 5, and I'm going to go with 8 as my biggest denominator. So I'm going to put 8 there. So now I have 4 and 8. So I do 4 times what equals 8, and that is 2. That's right, 2. 4 times 2 equals 8. So then I look and see. So I go, okay, well, I'm going to do 2 times 2 now, and then 2 times 2 equals 4. And the reason why I said earlier, what is 2/4 equivalent to? 1/2. Most of you know your equivalent fractions with half, because remember, every fraction that has the numerator as half the denominator is equivalent to 1/2. So now I'm ready to add. I've got my 4/8 and 6/8 and 5 and 5. So then I know that 4 plus 6 is 10. So I have 10/8. And I know that 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 again. So I have 10 and 10/8. Well, nobody talks like that when it comes to numbers. So we need to turn that 10 and 10/8 into a proper mixed number. So we need to look at that 10/8. So I'm going to do 10. I'm going to write 10 over 8 here. And then I'm going to do 10 divided 8 by 8. So 8 goes into 10 one time. 1 times 8 is, that's right, it's 8. So I do 8, and I'm going to subtract, give myself a little more room. So I know that 10 minus 8 is 2. 1 times, so then I have 8 as my denominator and 2 as my numerator. So 1 and 2/8. So now I've got 10 plus 1 and 2/8. That is 11 and 2/8. And 2/8 is equivalent to what benchmark fraction? That's right, 1/4. So it's also equal to 11 and 1/4. I hope that helps.